Production 60043-70. Save it, please. We're getting 50. Take 2.
Action. We're on the way to Chiron. Captain, this ship is now under my direction. For 50,000 terrestrial years, I have been pursuing loci through the galaxy. I have not traveled this far, this long, to give him up now. This ship goes where my will drives it.
Captain, the ship is now at Mach 10 and the speed is increasing.
Captain, the course is now clearly straight for Charon, despite all efforts to direct it to Arianus.
I will not return to Charon. Captain, you guaranteed me sanctuary.
We're lost. You're on your way to judgment and final punishment.
Stop him.
Not this time, not this time, you evil man.
My cause is just. You must help me. You all must help me.
Oh, the old cry, pity me, pity me. Everywhere he's gone, he's been helped to escape on every planet. On every planet, he's found fools to bleed for him, shed tears for the oppressed one. But there is no escape from this ship. You are on your final whatever it is.
This is your last sanctuary.
Oh,
Okay.
Nuts.
That's good. We're on the way.
oh, but
Very
let's do
good.
it. Now we're
Save
okay.
it,
We're
please.
ready now. Hey.
50. Take 3.
Action.
We are on the way to Chiron. Captain, this ship is now under my direction. For 50 years. Oh,
Cut. Once again.
50,000.
Save it, please. 50. Take 5.
Action.
We're on the way to Chiron. Captain, this ship is now under my direction. For 50,000 of your terrestrial years, I have been pursuing loci through the galaxy. I have not traveled this far, this long, only to give him up now. This ship goes where my will drives it.
Captain, we are now at Mach 10 and the speed is increasing.
Captain, the course is now clearly straight for Charon, despite all efforts to direct it to Arianus.
I will not return to Charon. Captain, you
Now
guaranteed
you
me
are
sanctuary.
You're lost. You're on your way to judgment and final punishment.
Stop him.
Not this time, not this time, you evil mound of filth. Not this
My
time.
cause is just. You must help me. All of you must help
The
me.
old cry, pity me, pity me. Everywhere he's gone, he's been helped to escape. On every planet, he's found fools to bleed for him who shed tears for the oppressed one. But there's no escape from this ship. This is your final.
Kill him. Kill him. You're two of a kind.
And we're both going back to Chiron. You can no longer change the course of this ship.
Can't change the ship anymore.
You cannot change the course of this ship you cannot change the course of this ship any more than you can change me. I'm sorry,
Brendan, Jesus, that's exciting.
Jesus, it's
Save it,
not,
please.
though.
Beautiful. Oh, yeah.
It's marvelous.
Good.
55. Franklin. 2.
No, not until now.
I don't think you'll ever work again.
Action.
This ship goes where I want it to go.
Security, take these men. Give it to me again.
This ship goes where I want it to go.
Security, take them.
Take them both to the bridge.
Okay, thank you.
Save it, please.
Here we go. Red light.
It's the little ones you get.
55. Franklin. 5.
I'm working too long to get the cloud.
Action.
This ship goes where I want it to go.
Security, take them both to the brig.
Freeze.
Hey.
Cut. That was good. We can use that.
Save it, please. 55. Franklin. 6.
No, it's good.
Okay. And
What
action.
about the last few times? Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
Save it, please. 54. Take 1.
Yes.
And a little closer to the camera, right here, in here, over. Toward me. Begin. Yeah. And action.
You are astute, Captain. I am not permitting choices.
Got it. Let's print that, and I want to go back and pick up
Save it, please.
line. Let's cut it and start at the beginning. Sorry. Frank,
Save it, please.
you got a goose up here to help him.
Yeah, hold on.
$55 apples, 2.
Action!
You are helpless, Captain.
What a fool I am. Expecting help from such as you.
We're going. God! Got it? Shit!
Save it. 55 Baker, 1.
Action!
Kill him!
You're two of a kind.
We are both going back.
Got it. You don't like a little spit?
Save it.
Spit for throw.
Production 60043-71. Save it, please. 19. Take 1.
Ready, and action. Clerk to Enterprise.
Scott here, sir.
Beam me aboard, Mr. Scott.
Aye, sir. Queen to Queen's level 3.
Beam me aboard, Mr. Scott.
I said Queen to Queen's level 3.
We have no time for chess problems. Beam me aboard.
I'm following your orders, Captain. Queen to Queen's level 3.
I was just testing, Mr. Scott. I'll be in touch later.
I gave him the sign. Why didn't he give me the countersign?
Something's wrong.
Aye. You know, the chess problem was the captain's own suggestion. He couldn't have forgotten, and I don't believe he was testing me. Lieutenant, re-establish communication.
Aye, sir. There's no response, Mr. Scott.
Have an armed detail report to the transporter room immediately.
Aye, sir.
Mr. Sulu, what do your sensors show?
We can't beam anybody down, sir. The force field on the planet is in full operation again, and all forms of transport into the asylum dome are blocked off.
We could blast through the field, but only at the risk of destroying the captain, Mr. Spock, and any other living thing on Elba 2.
How can we be powerful enough to wipe out a whole planet? Still be so helpless.
There must be a way. We'll have to do that again.
Yes. All right, bring the pickup. Now,
Save it,
I
please.
have to go further. Who's not?
111. Take 1.
Ready, and watching. Spock to Enterprise.
Enterprise here. Queen to Queen's level 3.
Queen to King's level 1.
Mr. Spock, is the captain with you?
He's right here, Dr. McCoy.
Is the captain all right, Spock?
He soon will be. You please beam down with the medicine? Cut it.
Go where?
I forgot the exit.
Save it, please.
Okay. Cut it.
Save it, please.
You heard me say that, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
99. Take 1.
Okay, ready, and action.
Save it, please.
Bring the pickup.
$99. Take 2.
Ready, and action.
Medicine's ready, Scotty. Now we gotta get it
Mr.
down.
Scott, there's been an explosion on Alba 2.
.95.
Must have wiped out everything.
Immediate probe. Is the force field in place, Mr. Sulu?
Yes, sir, solidly.
Life continues to exist on the planet.
We've got to break through it somehow.
Doctor, I told you we couldn't do it without killing everybody in the asylum dome.
I know it, Scotty.
There is maybe one last thing we could do. Perhaps the ship's phasers can cut through a section of the force field at its weakest point. Mr. Sulu, where did you say that was located?
On the far side of the planet, Mr. Scott.
Will it give enough margin of safety for the people below?
Yes, sir.
Ready to change orbital path, Mr. Sulu.
Orbital coordinates released, sir.
Break synchronous orbit. Come to 14, Mark 68.
Course 14, Mark 68. Synchronous orbit reestablished, sir.
Ship's phasers to narrow beam.
Ship's phaser ready, sir.
All right, now let's punch a hole in it. Full power. Another blast. Full power.
Force field is holding, sir.
Now, what do you think went wrong?
Cut it. I don't know. I think the whole thing.
Save it. Save it.
Well, we were still kind of...
All right. Prepare to change orbital path, Mr. Sulu.
Orbital coordinates released, sir.
Break synchronous orbit. Come to Mark 14, Mark 68, 49, 22.
All right, that's a
Save it, please.
now, print and pick it up right from, honey, your line.
Break synchronous orbit. Set course 14, Mark 68.
Course 14, Mark 68.
Ship's phasers on narrow beam.
Synchronous orbit is reestablished, sir.
You guys are all screwed up.
Cut it. All right, turn the pickup.
Save it, please.
Let's punch a hole in it. Full of power. Oh,
Cut it. Okay.
Save it, please.
Now, pick up.
Ship's phasers to narrow beam.
Ship's phasers ready, sir.
Let's punch a hole in it. Full power. Another blast. Full power.
I'm up. The line is...
Force field is holding.
Force field is holding, sir.
Ready? Go back to full power.
An-
Ready?
Another blast. Full power.
Excuse me. Ready? Go back to the first
First one.
Ready and action.
Let's punch a hole in it. Full power. Another blast. Full power.
Force field still holding, sir.
Look at each other once. Got it?
Save it.
Okay. Me?
Ship's phasers to narrow beam.
Ship's phasers ready, sir.
Let's punch a hole in it. Full power. Another blast. Full power.
Force field is holding, sir.
What do you think?
Hey, Herb.
I think we ought to go.
Save it, please. Production 60043-75. Save it, please. 50. Take 2.
Action. Plug.
Stop the bridge. Captain, there is some rather strange activity taking place here.
Get to the
Save it, please. Wild track for scene 54 apples. Take 1.
Spock to bridge.
Kirk here.
Captain, there's some rather strange activity taking place here.
Get to the bridge, Spock. Once more.
Still rolling? Spock to bridge.
Kirk here.
Captain, there's some rather strange activity taking place here.
Get to the bridge, Spock.
And save it, please.
All right, now let me hear the beginning of payout.
Wild track for scene 50. Take 1.
Hey, out there,
Once more. All right, once more, please. And let it build.
Get a little closer to the
No,
girls.
then we'll get the clapping.
We're still rolling.
Go.
Quiet.
Hey, out there.
No, once again. 3 of you. And
Hey. Hey, out there.
once again.
3, 4.
Hey, out there.
Hey, out there.
Hey, out there.
Hey, out there.
I see you.
I see you.
I see you.
I see you.
Now, those people who clapped, what was the beat? Do you remember?
Save it, please. 12 apples, 1.
Look at him here. Scotty, escort them to the briefing room for an interview.
You can't make this go.
What reason?
Why should we?
Tell Herbert it's no go.
No, go. No, go.
No, go. No, go. No, go. No, go. No, go. No, go. No, go. No, go. No, go. No, go. No, go. No, go. No, go.
We're not in the mood, Herbert.
And cut.
Save it, please. Production 60043-79. Save it, please. 35 apples, 7.
Ready. And
You knew it was Celebium. You could have treated it. You're a murderer many times over.
Jim, what are you doing?
I thought my presence might quiet Dr. Lester. It seems to have had the opposite effect.
It has nothing to do with you. It's a symptom of their developing radiation illness.
The test with ship's equipment doesn't show any internal damage. Sorry.
That's okay. You're all right. Here's the control.
Save it, please.
Dr. Coleman, your patient.
Oh, Dr. McCoy. Oh, Nurse Chapel.
Dr. Coleman.
Nurse, the sedative.
No sedative.
Cut it, please.
Nice wrong.
Okay.
I won't allow it.
Save it, please. 35 Baker, 2.
ready. And action.
Dr. Lester and her staff have been under my supervision for 2 years now. If you don't accept my recommendations, her health or her death will be your responsibility.
Dr. McCoy, I'm sorry, but I'll have to remove you from the case and turn it over to Dr. Coleman.
You can't do that, Jim. My medical authority is final on this ship.
But if Dr. Coleman wants to assume full responsibility, let him do it.
I won't allow it.
It's been done. Dr. Coleman, your patient.
Dr. McCoy. Nurse Chapel.
Dr. Coleman, didn't you suggest sedation to rest the patient?
Yes, Captain.
It's not necessary. Can't you see she's coming out of it, Jim?
No
Dr. Coleman.
sedative.
Nurse, the sedative.
A sedative isn't wise at this time, Captain.
Captain, no. not
Dr.
Captain.
Coleman's decisions are final.
No.
Nurse Chapel, you have your orders.
Dr. McCoy. Not Captain. Not Captain.
Follow your instructions, nurse.
No. McCoy. Not. Let me speak. No. No.
Cut it?
Okay, that's the print.
Save it, please. 35 Chicago, 1.
One out. And action. Who is smoking during a take? Director hasn't smoked in 12 years. Cut it. It's still burning, George.
Save it, please.
I know you can't see my hand. But I want
35 Chicago, 2.
ready and Cut it. Okay.
Save it, please.
You can't do that, Jim. On this ship, my... Son of a gun.
Save it, please.
My medical authority is final.
39, take 2.
Superb.
Yeah, give them the whole line, but give them all at once. Ready? And Harry.
Dr. Lester and the staff have been under my supervision.
Save it, please. 36 apples, 2.
Ready? And action.
I thought my presence might quiet Dr. Lester, but apparently it's had the opposite effect.
Well, it has nothing to do with you. It's, let me take that again, huh?
Ready?
Keep going.
Cut it.
Save
Gentlemen, I'm
it.
very sorry, fellas. Believe me. It has nothing to do with you. It's a system of the, give me that.
It's a symptom of the developing radiation sickness or illness. Ready?
Symptom of the development of radiation illness.
It has nothing to.
Wait. And action.
It has nothing to do with you. It's a system.
Cut it.
Save it, please.
Sorry, fellas. I've never done this in my life. And I want to.
36 apples, 4.
Ready?
It has nothing to do with you. It's a symptom of the developing radiation process.
All right, go back and do the same thing again. Wait. Ready? And
It has nothing to do with you. It's a symptom of the radiation illness.
now go back and developing radiation illness. Ready?
It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with you. It's a symptom of the developing radiation illness.
Right, now go back and do it all together clean. Ready? And action.
It has nothing to do with you. It's a symptom of the developing radiation illness.
Well, the tests with the ship's equipment show no internal radiation damage, Dr. Coleman.
Dr. Coleman, didn't Dr. Lester's staff develop delirium before they went off and died?
Yes, Captain.
Well, Dr. Lester could be suffering from a phaser stun from all the symptoms I've been able to detect, Jim.
Dr. Coleman, Dr. McCoy is very experienced in radiation exposure, especially on board the Enterprise. I've been guided by his opinion.
Mm-hmm. Well, Dr. Lester and the staff have been under my supervision for 2 years now. Her... Cut it.
Reload.
Save it, please.
What are you... If you don't accept my recommendations, responsibility of her life or her death will be in your hands. And I go for the dialogue. Should we do it again?
Cut it. No.
Huh?
Save it, please.
You want to keep it?
36 Baker, 2.
Okay, ready?
Dr. Lester and her staff have been my... What?
Under my supervision for the last 2 years.
Fine.
Ready? And action.
Dr. Lester and her staff have been under my Dr. Lester... No, come on, shit. Let's do it.
And save it, please.
Here we go.
Vision. Dr. Lester and the staff have been under my superstition.
Cut it. Okay.
Save it, please.
Well, let me do it. Responsibility for her health or her death will be yours. Responsibility for her health or her death will be yours.
Now go back and do the hold on. Ready, and action.
Dr. Lester and her staff have been under my
Save it, please. 36 Denver, 1.
Hey. Quiet, ready, and
Jim, what are you doing here? I thought my presence might quiet Dr. Lester. Apparently it had the opposite effect. Up, 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 up.
yeah, ready, and action.
Jump.
Cut it.
First 2 lines, a wild track for 35. Save it, please. Production 60043-79.
Nurse, administer the...
Ready, and Dr. Coleman.
Nurse, will you administer...
Ready, and Dr. Coleman.
Once more on that, please.
Look at me, will you? Dr. Coleman.
Nurse, will you administer... Hold it. Go.
Dr. Coleman.
Nurse, administer the sedative.
66, take 3.
They're always going to crack me up. Dr. McCoy? Dr. McCoy?
Quiet would be best for you.
Where's Dr. McCoy?
I am in charge now.
Bring Dr. McCoy at once. He is in command of medicine on this ship.
He was taken off your case by Captain Kirk.
By Captain Kirk?
It was done for your own protection, Dr. Lester.
I am not Dr. Lester.
Dr. Lester, radiation in small amounts can have a strange effect upon the mind. With proper rest and treatment, I think we can cure you.
I am not mad. I am not Janice Lester. Janice did this to me. Now, how can I make you understand? Janice has driven herself mad with jealousy, hatred, and ambition. Nurse Chapel, bring Mr. Spock and Dr. McCoy to me at once. Now, they must believe me. I am not Janice Lester. I am imprisoned in her body, but I am not
that
Janice...
she is Captain Kirk.
I am not Janice
Radiation
Lester.
has been developing for the past 6 months. It has been intensified. She must be kept sedated, nurse.
Well, shall I prepare a mild sedative, Doctor?
Of course.
No. No sedative. I'll be quiet.
Cut it. Oh, we had a false move. Stay right there. And pick it up.
Please.
That's a print and a pickup. Go from...
69, take 1.
Ready, and action.
She is suffering from the...
Ready, and action.
She is suffering from the... Who's right there?
I don't know.
Right there. Good.
All right.
Keep going. It's all right.
Ready?
She is suffering from the delusions of being Captain Kirk.
I am not Dr. Lester.
The paranoia seems to...
I cut it.
That's...
Save it, please.
Yesterday... No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Yesterday was New Year's.
69, take 2.
Ready, and action.
She is suffering from the delusion of being Captain Kirk.
I am not Janice Lester.
The paranoia seems to... The paranoia... Shit. The paranoia seems to...
Save it, please.
Seems to have developed.
Wild track for scene 66, take 1.
Pulse, pressure, blood count, all body functions normal. Then why am I here?
Once more now.
Okay.
Ready? More quizzical.
Pulse, pressure, blood count, all body functions normal. Then why am I here?
Okay,
Carl?
Save it.
Okay, now we go.
Wait down, please. Hit it out.
Thank you.
Put the bed in.
Wild track for scene 73, take 1.
Ready, and action.
Of course. You are Dr. Lester.
You know. Fire in the back.
Boys, all the work.
You must accept the reality. He knows.
I know, I'm waiting for the quiet, okay?
Ready?
You must accept the reality. You must accept the reality. You are insane, Dr. Lester.
A little louder. Okay, quiet.
You must accept the reality. You are insane, Dr. Lester.
Cut it.
Save it, please. 76. Take one.
Captain's log. Star date unknown. I have lost track of time. I'm still held captive in a strange body and separated from all my crew. I must find a way to let them know that I'm not mad, or I shall go mad myself. Door. Go. Pardon us. Oh, sorry.
Save it, please.
What's the talk, boys?
I must have sounded quite mad to you before.
What you've been through has completely broken most of us.
I'll be all right now. Could I see your Dr. McCoy?
I'm afraid that's against Dr. Coleman's orders.
Ah. Well, is a visit by that very kind Dr. Spock, Mr.
Dr. Spock.
Yes,
Dr. Spock?
Well,
that's
Once
not
again.
permissible. We
All right, save it, please.
Do it again.
Well, I'll be right back. You know, I'm glad you're feeling so much better.
Better?
What is it with her in the door? You're the only one that I have any problem.
Save it, please.
Okay, print that.
Production 60043-79. Save it, please. 118, take one.
Big. Ready, and...
It's quite all right, Ensign. Everything's under control.
Phasers.
Repetition of your violence is uncalled for. No physical resistance will be offered.
Attention all personnel. First Officer Spock has been placed under arrest. He has conspired with Dr. Lester to take over the ship from your captain. A hearing will be immediately convened to consider the charges and specifications of a general court-martial on the charge of mutiny.
Got it?
I want to transfer.
Save it, please.
And there you go.
119, Baker, 1.
Just finish here.
Okay, and action. Cards.
Phasers.
A repetition of your violence is not called for, sir. No further resistance will be offered. Again, physical resistance.
158.
Save it, please.
Okay.
119, Baker, 2.
Ready, and action. Cards.
Phasers.
A repetition of your physical violence will not be called for, sir. Again.
Ready, and action. Cards.
Phasers.
A repetition of your physical violence is not called for, sir. No physical resistance will be offered.
Cut it? Okay.
And save it, please.
Close up on Congress.
147, Baker, 4.
Quiet. Okay, ready, and action. Now. Cut it! Print it!
Save it, please.
That's a print.
134, take 1.
Scotty?
Doctor? Doctor, I've seen the captain feverish, sick, drunk, delirious, terrified, overjoyed, boiling mad. But up to now, I have not seen him red-faced with hysteria. I know how I'm going to vote.
I've been through this with Spock. He's not being scientific. Neither are you.
It may not be scientific, but if Mr. Spock thinks it happened, then it must be logical.
Don't you think I know that? My tests show there's nothing wrong with the captain. Now, that's the only fact Starfleet's going to be interested in.
Headquarters has its problems, but we have ours. And right now, the captain of the Enterprise is our problem.
Oh, Dr. McCoy, excuse me. At first I didn't notice it, but in her first lucid moment, Dr. Lester asked me why we were going to miss our rendezvous.
You overstepped.
Save it, please. 134 apples, 1.
Don't you think I know that? My tests show there's nothing wrong with the captain. Now, that's the only fact Starfleet's going to be interested in.
Headquarters has its problems, and we have ours. And right now, the captain of the Enterprise is our problem.
Dr. McCoy, excuse me. I didn't notice it at first, but when, in her first lucid moment, when Dr. Lester... Oh, God, I can't get it out.
Save it, please. Wild track for scene 134 apples. Take 1.
Oh, Dr. McCoy, excuse me. Oh, Dr. McCoy, excuse me.
Save it, please.
Say goodnight, Mr. Maisel. Good night, Major. Major.